Oh, hello.
Hello.
It's her fault. Her fault. It's her fault.
My fault.
She kept me late. She kept me late.
How
I
is it
was.
my fault?
It's always your fault. Let me just pull this camera closer. There we go.
That's something I'm trying to do.
There you go.
There's a box.
Evening all. How's it
Hello.
going?
Oh,
No.
you're on charge.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Oh, well done.
Oh, look what
Now
I've
you-
done. Look what I've
Oh,
done.
yeah.
Made him. Oh, here we are. Look at me.
He's just.
That's
he's,
my
no,
job.
let's have a look at who's in. You can see who's in the chat room.
Yes, I can.
Oh,
Julie
alrighty.
Shaw, Julie
Alrighty.
Evans.
Okay, let's go all the way to this talk. Let's go all the way to. Oh, Denise was in first tonight. Denise, don't forget to get yourself a hat. Denise is first in the house, and wow, she's in the house and she's up and
Half
running.
7 she was in.
Lynn, Denise, we didn't start till 8, 9 o'clock. 7:30. But I like it. I like that enthusiasm. Means I got to get myself on top of it all, really. Lynn, welcome as always. Who else we got? We got Haidala. You said.
Hmm?
Got it. You got it.
Oh, right.
You're gonna write down. So you gotta try and pronounce. I'm just gonna
Scrolling there.
that name
Heidelberg.
from Texas and
Heidelberg.
Heidelberg. Heidelberg. Are we doing it right? First of all, I never even checked. Can you all hear me? Us? Give us a thumbs. Give us a thumbs up. You can hear us all. Heidelberg. She all the way from Texas.
From
Texas. You hear that? All the way from
Where?
Texas. Barry is in the house. Barry, sent you a link. Get your butt in the house. Oh, madam's here. Shh.
Madam.
She's here. Shh, don't say
Oh,
anything.
God.
Don't say anything about Dawn. She's going to be coming in the room. Oh, she's here. Oh,
Hello.
hello, love.
I got my Christmas jumper on.
I've got my hoodie on.
It's so
Fucking
cold
hat.
at the minute.
It's since we had the
Love it, Dawn.
all the electric go off, because all the electric in this house is all what do they call that heating? It converts warm air from outside and brings it in. Got that big, it looks like a big fridge thing outside.
Yeah.
Got that, and it must have sent everything timers wise all over the place because the house is freezing.
Oh dear. My house is roasting at the moment. We're having a little heating thing there. So Jason goes upstairs, puts the heating on, and I go upstairs and turn the heating off.
It's so cold.
That poor hubby of yours, he must go. I'll tell you what, he's got destined for heaven, that chap. Let's say hello to all the rest of the peoples in the chat room tonight. There's a lot of people in there. Lovely to see you all, by the way. Thank you so very much.
Don't let me scroll any further.
Jules Evans is in the house. Barry Hendricks. I've sent Barry a link to come in, so he can come in. Barry Hendricks, Julia Evans, Christine Allison, welcome all. Elizabeth is in the room tonight. Lovely to see you all. Dawn's in the room tonight. Dawn Hatton. Angela is in the room. Christine Allison. Valerie Kestison. Hi, everyone. In the hospital. Just kicked my doctor out of my room. Almost lost my mama the other day. Asking for, just kicked your doctor out of the room. I thought you were kicked him out because you wanted to be on Ghost 22. But almost lost your mom. Well, that's very serious. Prayers, absolutely. Prayers will be sent out to you and healing, and as much for you as well for mom. Been missing you all. We missed you too, Val. We missed you too. We wondered where our crazy American pal had gone. Julie Sharp is in the room. Lovely to see everybody. If we could all put Valerie and Valerie's mom in our prayers and in our thoughts and connect with the angels to look after them both. One of the reasons that we created the Quiet Corner is that it's not just the patient that's going through the pain. It's the families as well. So we wanted to create the Quiet Corner for people to be able to come and talk to other people who have gone through or is going through the same thing. Like tomorrow morning, we're off to the hospital again at 8 o'clock in the morning. Right, Jules, Denise, Elizabeth, Hidalgo. Hidalgo. Hidalgo.
Hidalgo.
No, Hidalgo. Hidalgo.
Hidalgo.
She's broken it down phonetically. Hidalgo.
I missed
Anyway,
that.
Hidalgo, welcome to the show. It's an amazing name. It's the fact that you're in Texas, though. I've always wanted to go to Texas. It's not heat pump. It's called
I don't mean to press that.
it's called a heat converter or a heat something or other. It looks like this big giant fan thing outside, huge, but size of a fridge, and it takes the heat out of the air outside and pumps it into the house. How it does that in the middle of winter, I don't know. It's a weird thing, but it works. It does sell heat in. Brings heat into the house. That's right, y'all. Southern Belle's in the house. She lives 45 minutes from Texas, from the Panhandle. Everybody's going, how does he know it's called a Panhandle? Because I watch a lot of country movies. Colette's intuitives. Hello, fellow starseeds. What a lovely thing to say. Fellow starseeds. Are you starseed, Maya?
I don't know. I guess so.
You're more of an onion seed.
Yeah, probably.
Anyway, that's a lovely thing. Welcome, Colette. Good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. That's thanks, Cat Paul. Paul, I did kick him out to be on Ghost 22. Oh, why did you throw the doctor out? I'm sorry. I just need to talk. No. Get out.
Yeah, get out.
What do you mean, get out? I'm going to be on Ghost 22. Excuse me? Out. Just imagine that conversation. You're going to be on what? Ghost 22. It's important. Get out. But I've got your medicine. I don't care. Out.
Out.
I actually threw the doctor out when she was born. I literally grabbed him by the back of the neck, and threw him out through the door. And then the nurses came to me and said to me, well done, well done. I said, really? I was really happy because he was condescending. He was talking down to me. And she wasn't well, her mother wasn't well. And the doctor was talking down to me. He never talked down to an Irishman. So he got literally grabbed at the back of his scuff of his shirt and flung out the door. And the nurses came to me and said, well done, well done. He always thinks he's above everybody. And I told him not to come back. This was Trelisk. This is up at Trelisk.
On my first babies, when I had twins, I had 11 in for each baby. So because they were so premature that they, there was 11 doctors and nurses for the first baby, obviously anaesthetists and NICU staff and everything like that. And they ran off with the first baby, put it in a sandwich bag, ran off. And then Tegan was born and another 11 came in. So it was a bit like a viewing lounge.
Crikey. We have Keith Doran, all the way from Australia. Keith, welcome, hey, mate. Welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Well, it's 12 hours. So what is it? It's 8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock in the morning. Go back to
12
bed.
They're 8 o'clock in the morning. He's getting up to watch it, but he's practiced. He's having brekkie, a brew, and he's watching Ghost 22. Brekkie, a brew, watching 22. What? I think that's pretty cool. I did see Barry. Give me 10 minutes. I can't connect. I don't know why you can't connect. Just click on that link I sent you, Baz. Just click on it, and it'll take you right to where you need it.
Copy and paste it into Safari.
Go ahead. No, sorry.
No, it says copy and paste it into Safari and click on that.
Oh yeah, especially if you're using Mac, you might be using Mac. If he's using Google, there shouldn't be any issues. It's 7:12 a.m. I told you that with kangaroos from there. He is. He's in the house. Bing Bang Baza is here. Bing Bang Baza is in the house. Hey, pal.
I was on my phone and I was trying to connect to my computer. You see.
Gotcha.
Wow.
Keith is saying that it's 12 o'clock with 12 minutes past 7 in the morning. And he's got kangaroos, and he's from Doran, of course, Doran. He's from Dublin originally.
No, is he on Facebook, not on YouTube?
Yeah. Yeah, he's on Facebook. Hey, Keith, come off Facebook, mate. Go into YouTube. In the top of YouTube, just type in Paul Francis Medium or Paul Francis 111, and it'll bring you right back to the show. It's far more stable on YouTube than it is on Facebook, and the likelihood of you getting scammed is a lot less. Barry, oh wow, it's been, I can't think how long. How long has it been?
Well, since I saw you last,
Yeah, been a while.
I saw you in Lidl's a couple of years ago with Maya,
That's
didn't
what I say. It's been a while. Been a wee while. And we were talking about that's why it's called 22, because we were putting it together in 2022.
We were
And
talking about it in Lidl's for about half an hour.
yep, everybody was starting looking at us going, what are these two talking about? And we were going, yeah, let's do it. Look, come on, we'll do it. And then life just goes, and then you decide, you know what, I'm bloody going to do that I said I was going to do.
Now it's nearly 2025.
Well, we're into 2025, but that's where it goes 22, or as Dawn has always said, that it's going to literally, it's going to go from Ghost 22 to G22. And I said, you know, I've already started doing that. I didn't say anything, but she was like, it's, you know, it's just going to, people are just going to shorten it. So that's what I've put it on the screen, just G22.
Oh, I'll change my.
G22 and
Dawn's are still Ghost 22.
Yeah.
Dawn's written Ghost 22.
Times.
Dawn goes to she's got American heritage, Baz, because she, you know, they don't say pavement, they go sidewalk because it's at the side of the road. You got to walk on it, so they tell you exactly what it is. So she says Dawn goes 22, like we don't know that. Barry, first and foremost, it's great to have you on the show, pal. And it's great to have you as part of the team. I'm going to put that on her. Yeah, there you go. She's
It's
in the
so
next.
big.
She's in the next studio. It makes it look cool. This is what it was like when I was filming on Jonathan Ross show. Now, Jonathan Ross show, you think the studio was huge, don't you? No, you can literally do 2 hops from Jonathan Ross's desk to where the bands play. So when I was on there, and I went into the studio thinking it was going to be like huge, and it was like, is that it? Is that it? So anyway, it's really great to see you, pal. And at long last, I've got you on the show. I know you've been following us and you've been supporting us in the chat room. Thanks for that, pal. But now you're part of the team. It's time to get it together. It's time to get your thing in. So what do you? I mean, Dawn has got a lot of plans for us to go. I mean, I wish you had been at that particular when we did that. I got a ghost dog bite Maria here. When we did that graveyard in Truro, it's just nuts. I've never seen a. It's like literally a graveyard that you would see in a movie.
I used to live at Cameron Hill Caravan Park,
My
which
mum
is
and
just
dad
up the
live
road.
So
Sorry,
you two probably know it.
there now.
Your mum and dad live there now?
I used to go Cameron Church all the time. All the time. That graveyard is massive.
Huge.
Yeah.
And I nearly went on my rear end trying to straddle an actual grave-shaped grave. It's still with the shape of a coffin, you know. And I was like, I'd never seen this, so I was like trying to get the camera on. My feet went.
It was so
Dawn
funny.
said, "You just teabag that ghost."
So funny.
Oh, but anyway, pal, have you got? I mean, you're a Cornish boy through and through. So, is there any sort of areas that you think, you know, the team should be heading towards?
I did tell you and send you a link about a graveyard in Falmouth. There's a small
That's right.
graveyard.
Yes, the one at the other side of the shopping.
Yeah, it's an old Jewish graveyard, and it's been shut off for years and years and years, and it's nobody goes in there. And I've heard rumors that people dug up graves there and they got haunted and things like this. And I thought that would be a brilliant place to investigate.
That's an absolute. I mean, the idea that the energies will have been disturbed will definitely shift things up. Definitely.
That.
Yeah.
Rob G's in the house, by the way, saying, "Hey, Dawn."
Hi, Rob.
And Kay Sequin is in. They're all coming in tonight. So, Yeah, that's a place. But I always thought as well. But you two are Cornish, so you should know better. But I would have thought the docks area must be teeming with energy and spirit.
I sent you a link the other day about Newlyn. Did you see that?
No.
See, I'm sending you videos and Facebook's not sending them over to you for some reason. No, it was a little link about Newlyn. There was something about how the Spanish came ashore there, and how
Right.
lots of evidence
Newlyn.
of when the
That
Spanish.
Newlyn Penzance or Newlyn East.
No, Newlyn Penzance.
Newlyn Penzance. But yeah, that's right.
The reason that I sent it to you is because apparently in Newlyn Harbour, Newlyn Harbour, it's where they measure sea level from.
Really?
It's actually Newlyn. Yeah.
I never knew that. I never knew that.
I sent you the video because I didn't think you'd know that.
I didn't know that.
No.
Then again, I like to be in the air, not on the sea.
Well, it says that. So it's this scientist bloke, and he's done. He was saying that the sea level is measured from all over England. Is measured from this point in Newlyn, and he was saying that apparently Cornwall goes up and down with the tide. And I was like, really? We an island? Can we just put an engine on and bugger off somewhere?
I would like to see what it means by that, going up and down with the tide, because Cornwall's full of rabbit holes.
Well, yeah, we're like a rabbit warren with all the mines and everything.
With all the mines, so
yeah,
if it went up and down, it would fill with seawater. Effectively, Cornwall would collapse.
Well, it was like this. What this bloke was saying. I'll send it to you again later because it's a good one.
I'll read that tomorrow when I get up the road. We've got a giant German Shepherd on our feet.
And I had to put Holly on me.
She's got the. That's not actually Maya's second head. That's actually the dog.
Like you can't get more starlight than me.
I thought it was hair extension.
Colleen, I don't know how to pronounce Colleen's. Colleen's Irish. Colleen is Irish for dancer. Irish dancer. Right. Who wants to have a go at pronouncing Colleen's second name? Can you see it there, you two?
Rob's saying that you can see a dark figure behind where where Holly is.
Piney stack.
Are we right? Are we right, Colleen? Let us know. Welcome to the show, by the way, nonetheless. So somebody's saying they see a dark energy where?
Yeah, behind. Rob's saying I keep seeing dark figure in the doorway behind you. The dog was looking at it. Holly was looking at it.
Well, she's looking over at the kitchen.
In the doorway behind Maya.
We'll have to keep an eye on that because I haven't told anybody. I don't think I told anybody. No, I didn't tell anybody.
Yeah.
But I was in the living room the other night and I was taking pictures of the dogs, or the big boys, Shadow and Storm, and this head, basically, imagine my head, but just in black, was behind the couch like that. That much of my head, a head was behind the couch. And initially I thought, oh, it must have been how I took the picture and then the dog's shadow. But I didn't use a flash. So there's no flash photography.
Oh, yeah, you showed me that.
And when you zoom in on the picture, you can clearly see the edge of the couch and the head shape is behind it. There's no because Dawn said, "Oh, you need to clear that face immediately." I went, "You think?"
Didn't I? Said that's a shadow bastard. Get rid of it.
Well, there has been some weird stuff going on here in this house, and the big boys not so much. Although there are times when Holly just starts barking for no reason. And weirdly enough, she did it tonight when I walked into the living room. She was walking behind me. She let this almighty bark, and of course, I levitated, and she just turned around and went back out again. She wouldn't go. She didn't go into the living room. Nothing. Baz, come on, mate. get involved here. The newest member of the crew.
I'm trying.
I keep hearing
It's hard to
you.
get a word in, Barry. It's hard to get a word
Oh,
in.
oh,
Yeah,
The
yeah.
thing is, okay, when you've been in broadcasting for so long as I have, you have to
6
not
German
dead air,
shepherds.
huh?
Hidalgo's got 6 German shepherds. Exactly, huh?
Oh, really? Actually, do you know who? I don't know if you guys are into Barry. Are you into UFOs and stuff?
I believe we're not alone.
Oh God, that's for sure.
No.
But there's a guy that I watch on YouTube a lot, and he used to be he used to be very very high up in the American
World.
military and world and in the CIA, all the dark ops thing, and he decided to become a whistleblower, and he came out. Luis Elizondo, his name is, and he's been well.
I haven't got my mug tonight. That's
I have.
Oh, he got his we've got our mugs, but we never get a chance to make a brew up in them. Our mugs just look black. I have to get you a mug, and we got to get the t-shirt sorted out. What was I going to say? Luis Elizondo, he says, well, I've got 8 German shepherds now. He said, and I'm loaded up to the teeth if anybody wants to come around my house and tell me, different. But he's one of the ones of the whistleblowers in saying that the government had all the downed aircraft, and even told how they downed the aircraft.
Bob Lazar is the one who says about he re-engineered.
Yeah. Well,
everything.
Luis Elizondo was saying about a pulse weapon that boom and
Yeah.
the
The
of
EMP.
their aircraft.
Electromagnetic pulse. It's called an EMP.
I think Ghost 22 and Paranormal, that fits into the theme of things, but I think these are people who can travel faster than the speed of light. I think we should leave them out.
Well, that Tic Tac flight, the famous Tic Tac flight,
yeah.
the aircraft, and it went down into the sea. They measured a point on that. So it was actual military measurements, and it went 80,000 miles an hour. From one to the other, it was 80,000 miles an hour.
But they also said that he was at a cap point, so he knew where the pilots were flying. They have what's called cap points. You go to point A, point B, point C, point D, and then back to the boat. And he said that he's at your next cap point waiting for you. So how did he know where to be? So, and then we're hitting them with pulse weapons. I think it's maybe a good idea. Leave War of the Worlds not mean anything.
They've been doing it for years.
I think it's my
thing. We will see now what weapons the world has got with Russia, because he'll just go, right, you're doing my head. He can literally laser point something from his office chair. You're doing my head. Boom, done.
Who can do that?
Putin. They've got all the laser weapons and everything already. They've been using them.
I think I think we're veering into politics, but at the same time, I think the whole world will turn against them if they decide they want to try and take everything out.
Well, the satellites. They just use the satellites. It's like Austin Powers with a laser.
Austin Powers for president.
Do we blow up the moon? Would you miss it? That sort of thing.
Elizabeth says, interested in I put a video out today saying Canada is claiming to have brought down a UFO. All right. Canadians are the most polite people in the world. I can't imagine them trying to bring it down a UFO. They'd probably go up there and ask it politely if they would mind landing.
Yeah. Colette is saying that Enoch was we'll see what Paul thinks. Enoch was an ET, was an alien.
And Yeshua.
So Yeshua would be Jesus.
That's the way my grandfather used to sneeze.
Well, Yeshua.
He did. It sounded like Yeshua. Yeah.
You can't say that.
Honestly, that's exactly how he sounded. I'm not joking. That's exactly how he sounded.
Yeah, but Yeshua is
so he's probably shouting Jesus in Hebrew constantly.
Yes, Yeshua and Yewa. So yeah,
Paul
well,
Rowland's in the house. Paul, good evening. Welcome to the show. Wow. Paul Rowland's
hi,
in the house.
Paul.
No, that's a person I'd love to get love to actually he would be a good person to bring on to talk about your idea on and Baz, because I'm sort of in several I'm my metaphysics head comes on when you talk about what you talk about. And my metaphysics head goes into metaphysics and energy, and it comes away from paranormal, and I feel myself moving towards my scientist head.
But I
So,
think it's unexplained is paranormal, isn't it?
you see, scientists have explained Uri Geller, so it's not unexplained, is it?
Yeah, but he's Uri Geller is no. He made a lot of money bending spoons and fixing your watch.
Well, that's the thing. Well, he did it without touch, so he's able to bend energy. So
Yeah, yeah.
Is Uri Geller an advanced human being, or is he a?
No, he just knows the secret of frequency.
Well, everything's got frequency.
Well, exactly, which is why he can bend a spoon. He changes the frequency.
How?
Well, magic. Well, we would say it was magic because we don't know the frequency.
Yeah.
But it's my belief that it's forgotten knowledge how we used to be able to work and play with frequencies, which is why they told us that thousands and thousands of people built the pyramids. Well, I don't believe that thousands of people built the pyramids. I believe that it was like ancient frequency, the same as Stonehenge.
Well, they've got proof, and they find evidence to say that thousands of people built the pyramids.
Yeah, but no, the proof and the evidence that they show you is their proof and evidence. It doesn't necessarily mean it's proof and evidence.
The proof and evidence came from the Egyptians.
Yeah.
Unless they were beamed. Well, actually, there is something that they've not. Well, two things they've not been able to do. Number one is they've never been able to rebuild another pyramid. They can't do it. They've tried, but they can't do it. And number two is
mine flickered then. Oh, mine flickered then as well.
Yeah, so did mine. Yeah. Even with today's technology, they can't line up because the pyramids are lined up in a perfect line with stars. And even with today's technology, they haven't been able to do that.
No, not with today's technology. They can't recreate that sort of thing. And like the Göbekli Tepe and stuff like that, they cannot recreate that with today's technology. But back then,
not on our planet.
There you
See
go.
what he says? Are you listening to the man?
The technology is no longer on this planet anymore. It was, but they left.
Or are they? I've been listening to shows saying that they're in Middle Earth.
Yeah, well, some of them did go into Middle Earth, I think, and they've always been here.
It's interesting.
But I'm trying to get Paul into the Anunnaki. Have you ever heard of the Anunnaki, Barry?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
There you go. See, I'm trying to get Paul because we were having a discussion about
the
other day.
They're about 10,000 years ago, wouldn't they? Now the Anunnaki.
50,000 years ago, I think.
Was it 50,000? I was watching something on them this morning, actually.
All right.
I forgot what it said now. They found some ruins somewhere with snakes and all, which they disagreed with the aging of the actual Anunnaki or something. They reckon it's older than what they think it was. So
yeah, they reckon it's about 350,000 years ago that they originally came here.
What is the Anunnaki?
The Anunnaki is they came from, and I told you, I was saying to you about this. So the Anunnaki, they came from their planet Nibiru. They trashed their own planet's atmosphere, and to get to fix their atmosphere and give them a longer life on their world, they had to find gold. Now they looked all over the universe and everything for gold, and they found Earth. So they mined our planet to within an inch of its life, and because they were doing all the work themselves, they're a bit lazy. So, and they think that they're gods. So they altered the Homo sapiens that were on the planet at the time to be more worker bees and miners for them. So yes, they did use the upright monkeys' DNA, but they were the ones who originally altered our DNA for us to be working and stuff like that. But it was the creator source that gave us the ability to recreate ourselves.
Hmm.
And it was
Now,
Enoch went up with.
first of all, you realise you're going to be chased down the road with crucifixes.
No, it was Enoch that went up with Enki. So originally there's Anu, who is the head of the Anunnaki, I suppose, and then he's got two sons, Enlil and Enki, which are their story's been retold throughout time. So it's basically the story of Jesus and the devil. Through all the gods and everything, there's always the story of the good one and the bad one.
Yeah.
So it was Enki and Enlil.
Ah, well, I'm.
My cousin is the expert on the Anunnaki. The Anunnaki, the Sumerian, and the Egyptians. She is a mind of information on it.
Who's that?
My cousin Kate. She studied it for.
Well, you know, I'm open to learning about stuff. You know, that's a fact. But I just need to see more information.
Well, that's what said it's like you said, the Egyptians left all the information about the Anunnaki.
I think, by the way, I was just trying to find Paul to send him a link. I can't seem to find him in my Facebook for some reason, unless I'm on the wrong. Dawn, if you could send him a link, that'd be cool.
How do I do that?
So, Barry, what's your thoughts on that?
I do agree. Right. So I think there's so many stars in our solar system. There's no way are we the only living planet. No way on this planet. No way in this solar system, in the whole galaxy. But I think there's people less advanced than us, and there's people more advanced. Have you ever seen Stargate?
Yeah.
The series or whatever.
Yeah.
They go to different planets where there's more advanced aliens and there's less advanced aliens. We're somewhere in the middle. I think we're way behind people that can create the pyramids.
We're
But I don't think we're a stupid race. We're far from stupid, right? We're not back in the old ages. Do you know what I mean? Where we're still relying on two sticks to create fire. Do you know what I mean? I think, but you'd be stupid to think we're alone.
Well, hey, it's a given we're not alone. There's too many people. I've caught many weird lights in the sky myself. Had what you might call a close encounter. Didn't get to speak to them, unfortunately, but they did acknowledge our car, and they did stop alongside of our car. And I went to get out of our car, and these old guys went, "No, Dad, no, don't get out of the car." Exactly like that, by the way. So, and then when I carried on down the road, I don't know if you know the back road, Barry, between Clarence and this is called Drim Road. You know, you come around the back of, if you're coming from Praising People along past Clarence, and you get to the Clarence and you turn right. And you go right Clarence like that. But as you head back towards the next building, there's a left turn into Drim Road. And you go along that, the road drops down like that. And this big ball of light just followed our car right along the hedgerow. And before I kind of went right down the sort of the dip, I stopped, and we were all of us, and that's all of the family were in the car, and we were all looking at it. I was going, "What the hell?" And there was no sound. It was just a big ball of light right along the treetops. No sound at all. There was no nothing. It was just there.
Sorry, there was no what?
Home. Because I've watched a lot of people who've had close encounters, and they said, well, there was an energy, or a humming sound or whatever. But obviously these guys didn't want me to get out of the car, and I didn't want them screaming and crying because they were very close to it. They were close to just seeing it. So as you go down to the bottom of that hill, the road, there's a sharp left heading back towards, sort of back up to where we used to live. And so there's a sharp left like that. And as I took the sharp left, the ball of light went just gone. No sign, just boom. headed in the opposite direction. So headed out towards sort of lizard direction, but it went like, switching off and on of a light. It's gone.
Went like the clappers.
That clappers, man. Didn't go like a tractor.
It's
So
nice.
it
No Cornish on.
went. But and the thing about it is, if I was on my own, I would have probably kept that one quiet. I'd have kept that quiet, but I was with my entire family, and every member of the family saw it. So, and I'm quite comfortable with saying what I've seen because everybody was there. Everybody was in the car with me. I mean, me being me, I want to get out and go, hey, zip. You're coming
lucky
up.
because their cloaking devices are so up there now that we don't really see them like that anymore unless you're actually consciously looking for them. But everyone's too busy. Nobody looks up anymore. Have you seen that? There's a movie called Nope. Have you seen that?
No.
Got all the alien ships hiding in the sky, in the clouds.
No, I haven't seen that.
Clouds,
There's one I watched recently, and I forgot
That's
what was the name of that one I watched recently with the music, great music in it.
There's
Chicken
another one.
Little.
You have the playlist for it. You can't,
Yeah, it's there's one that's no, it's very very new. It's a very recent one, and they actually it's I'll come to me in a minute. It's one single word. The name of the movie is one single word, and it'll come to me. But the harder I'm trying to think about it, the more it's going away from me. But he is a lad out, and he's out with a video camera, and these jets are going. He's like, "What the hell's that?" He sees this light in the sky, and the jets are chasing it, and he's like, and it's disappearing. So he turns the camera around because he's supposed to do like a personal diary, and he starts talking to the camera. And he looks over his shoulder.
Oh, I've seen that.
Is it an alien standing there?
What?
On a foot.
Is that the old guy that is the ship crashes in his back garden?
No, it's a really good show, and basically it turns up that the ship is turning up to tell people, get your stuff together, kind of thing. But it's a really good film. I loved it. The music.
I saw that one as well.
It's not insurrection, but it sounds like it's one word, but I can't think of what it's called. Valerie said I was watching the thing with Tucker Carlson, and it used to be the reporter, and he said that he believes that all the things UFO and everything is spiritual, and so does Elon Musk. We talk like that in Somerset, says Julie Evans. Julia, Gregory.
We was going to talk about telepathy tonight.
And we were, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, gone out the window. But
no, it's still connected in.
Yeah, well, I was looking, and Elon Musk popped up about this telepathy, and he was saying that when Neuralink and everything that takes off, they're going to be using people as antennas, and he was saying that this splitting the Earth that people are talking about was literally over the last decade. Google and all have been mapping everything on our Earth. So every single millimeter of this Earth, Google have been mapping it. So they can recreate like an AI version. So they can literally upload our conscious from here to there. And we won't even know that they've done it.
Where did you get that from?
That was Elon Musk. I'll send you that one.
Where did he get it from?
Exactly. Which is scary Elon Musk is quite a scary character anyway.
Here's the thing, though. Okay, let's look at that logic. Look, my logic head's on now, not my spiritual head. My logic head. Why?
Why not?
No, why would you? What's the point?
Well, it's every evil doer's plan to take over the world, isn't it?
Okay, it's not he's taking over the world. It's just creating another one, which is exactly the same as this one.
No, it's an AI version of this, so it doesn't really exist, does it? So it will be our conscious, not our meat suits, are uploaded.
Rob G says because Elon Musk is an AI robot.
Yeah, he's a bot.
It's that.
No, it's
You can scroll.
no.
Angela says it sounds like the Matrix.
That's
Yeah,
it.
But no, I never watched The Matrix, so I can't really. It's not. It's got a real sort of grey alien's face on it.
Okay.
It's not. It's not it's not. No, I just no. I can't.
Huh?
No, it's not it.
If you can't watch The Matrix, watch Free Guy. Do you like Ryan Reynolds?
Yeah.
Yeah, his one, Free Guy, it's like a new funny version, but it's exactly the same story as The Matrix, really. So they're in a make-believe world.
I watched. See, okay. Hey, listen. This is just Paul speaking. Not this. Not like is I know. It's getting dragged. You see, the thing about it is like I've watched a lot of people, and a lot of people are. I see people as being either shepherds or sheep. Okay, so you're either a leader or you follow. Okay, and a lot of the people who I've seen who start to believe that we're caught up in a matrix or we're caught up in a this is all a glitch and there's a glitch in the matrix and all that sheep. So there's no way. Number one, we have the power to create such a thing. There's not the power in the universe to do that.
I think the one thing that just separates them from the sheep is questioning.
Yeah,
So
exactly. That's a shepherd.
But you're calling them sheep because they're questioning something.
No, they believe in it.
Well, no,
they're being told, right, this is actually a matrix, and by the way, everything you're going to say and everything you're going to do has been pre-programmed. Really? What about the people who come to us and go, the earth is absolutely flat and there's an edge to it?
Well, I was just about, you are pre-programmed to think that that when people say, I don't believe the earth is round, your brain instantly goes to, it's a flat earth, you're going to fall off. People aren't that stupid or ignorant as to think.
Oh, there is a huge
No.
global community who believes that it's completely flat.
No, it's not completely flat. It's
a
concave. Right. So the Bible said that we have a firmament and we have the waters above and the waters below. And we are underneath the firmament.
Right? Let's have a look at the Bible for a second, shall we? First and foremost, the Bible was written in what?
That was written in, no, it was written about 19...
The original scrolls were written in what?
James the First. Oh, the original scrolls about 400 years after Jesus existed.
And they were written in a language called Sanskrit.
Yeah.
Right? Sanskrit cannot be converted to English. It can't be done.
No. So it's not, what you haven't seen is the scientific proof that proves that we have a firmament. We have a firmament, which means we are an enclosed environment. We remember the greenhouse effect that they all had us with?
I've lost this conversation. What's that got to do with Sanskrit?
No, this is to do with flat Earth.
I don't believe in a flat. I believe the Earth's
round.
No,
you don't. I know you don't. You think it's round, and it goes around at like stupid 1,000 miles an hour. It's like, no, it doesn't. Right?
Yeah, it does.
The one that I saw the other day. So if a helicopter takes off, hovers for 4 or 5 hours, and then comes straight back down again, he will be landing on exactly the same point that he took off from. Well, how would that happen if we're going around at 1,000 miles an hour?
Because he's inside the Earth.
Stay inside.
Inside what Earth? The firmament of the Earth. Inside the enclosed environment.
This fizzy drink, because I'm not sponsored, is inside there, right? Or isn't it?
No, because you do this. No, because you do this. You'll spin the Lucozade bottle and go, that's what the water sticks to the outside of the bottle. And it goes, yeah, but what about the people living in the middle?
Right. I mean, that kind of inertia is in multiples of, well, G, but the G is measured of the weight of gravity on the Earth. That's G. But it's not to that level. The spinning that we have is on a different level and a different scale. Now, if I took this amount here of water and I put it in a wide dish and did that, it won't move. But because it's in a small confined space, it's moving.
So you're saying
the Earth is in a small confined space. It's being big.
No, I believe that we are on a gigantic Earth. So
yeah, we
what
are.
we think of Earth I think if we went outside our little enclosed environment, we would find other lands, other oceans, other worlds, other environments, other people. So when you say ETs, which means extraterrestrial, I mean, that simply means extra terrestrial. So terrestrial is extra land, isn't it?
No, extraterrestrial means
Well, terra is land.
no extra to terra, which is Earth. Terra.
Yeah, terra.
Extra terrestrial. It means a person who's
Extra.
external to the Earth.
No, because that would be external, outside of us,
Yeah.
outside of us, not spacemen. They
Yeah.
come from.
External would be well. You have to be in space to be outside to come in.
No,
You've got to be in space.
but we've just said that we have a firmament, and there's waters above and there's waters below, so there is no space.
I've never read that in the Bible, oddly enough.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean for one second that it's not in there. I just said I haven't read it. But scientifically speaking, there is waters above. Otherwise, you wouldn't have rain.
Well, no, because we're in an enclosed environment, and that water goes up and comes down because it's kind of like condensation, isn't it?
Just to the rain in your parade. if the world wasn't turning as we understand, we wouldn't have wind. Okay, and we wouldn't have rain would just go up and down in the same spot, but it doesn't. It comes up and travels.
If the world is going around as fast as what you think it is, right? As soon as you walked out your door, it'd be like sticking your head outside the car at 150 mile an hour.
Barry's going, there's the only way you can get a word in. He's going to put it in.
When you walk out your door in the morning, you can feel a slight breeze or something like that, but you can't feel, it's not like sticking your head out the car window, is it?
We're just so used to it. And like,
I can't argue with her because I don't know what the hell she's talking about.
Because like as when you see like a jet flying in the sky, it looks like it's barely even moving, but it's like going.
But when you see a rocket take off to space, why does it go sideways? Why don't it just go?
It goes up and bends.
Yeah, why?
Because the Earth's round.
It's not coming. If it's going up into space, it goes straight up like that. Why would it go out that way?
Because the Earth's turning.
I don't know.
Thank you.
So as that goes up, the Earth is turning.
The Earth is not like that, top to bottom. The Earth is like that.
So technically, when you take off in an aeroplane, you could technically hover, wait for your destination to come underneath you and land.
No, because the Earth is turning, and you're inside the Earth, turning with it.
Here's your airplane, right, going on holiday,
All
right? So
okay. No,
yeah, turn around.
Part of the argument is right. Part of it, but not all of it. Okay.
I can't explain myself.
The Concorde, for an example, the Concorde went against the turn of the Earth. So if the Earth was turning clockwise, the Concorde went anti-clockwise. So if you're in New York, the Concorde took off and met New York coming to it. So it went up and met New York. It didn't chase it. But New York, as you quite rightly say, is moving. So, but it went up in the air and chased it. So the Concorde went like that. The new stratospheric jets are going to go, like, they're going to go up and down. They're not going to go up and travel straight line. They're going to go up, over, and down.
I've seen loads and loads of videos of pilots, of ships captains and everything like that. And whenever they are asked, do you allow for the curvature of the Earth? They say no, because there isn't one.
No. There is a curvature in the Earth. There is.
So
you can even see it if you look at the horizon. You can see
no,
there's a curvature in the Earth.
They've actually done. So I've seen scientific experiments done on that. So you get like a horizon. You look out to sea, and I think it's every 10 miles, it should drop 8 inches. So say you've got 100 miles, that should drop 80 inches over that 10 miles, over that 100 miles. And it doesn't. Sea level is level. You have a bubble in your level because it's level.
Would you say that liquid's level?
Well, no, because it's in a dodgy bottle, isn't it? And it's
No,
right on
level. It has to be level. It can't not be level.
Well,
what if I do that? Is it level now?
Well, it's still level. It's just on a slant. Water doesn't curve, does it?
No.
Exactly.
But what happens when I do that? Does it get longer or shorter?
How do you mean? Is it getting longer or shorter?
Watch the. No, the best thing to do is drink a bit more of the
The sea
liquid.
level.
No, let me show
What
you
he's trying to
something.
say is the water level is that wide. As he's tipping it, the water level is getting longer.
Yeah.
Right, so you can see the level of the liquid, right?
Yeah.
If I do that, is it longer now?
Yeah, but is it curved now?
Is it longer now?
Yes. Is it
No,
curved
it's
now?
not. There's the same
it
amount
curved?
in it.
I know there's the same amount here, but the distance, the level, so the line of
So
the
when I
drink
do
is
that,
now longer.
what happens to the water when I do that?
Right, turn it sideways. You have a longer level, don't you?
No, my
So
point.
when
What I'm
you put it
showing
up
you,
like
the
that,
Earth is doing that, right? So when I'm doing that, that at one point is one side of the Earth, which has the upper end, and as it's coming round, it comes round to the other side of the Earth.
but it's still not curved, is it?
I never said it was
Not
curved.
round.
I said it's flat.
How
I said the Earth is curved.
Yeah, but level, the sea level is flat.
Yeah.
the thing is,
How
if
can-
the Earth
right.
wasn't round, how would the sun get round everywhere around the world?
Because, right, so have you noticed lately that you get the sun right over there, and then you get the moon like right there?
They
You
both
notice that?
come up in the same place.
And they go around.
Well, what's
The
happening in
sun
Australia?
doesn't move.
No,
We
the sun
revolve around the sun,
Yeah.
and the Earth
I have to
evolves
send you
on an axis like that, and the moon evolves around us, but the moon doesn't spin. The moon's stationary.
See, I think the moon is a reflection of the Earth.
How did we land on the moon then?
How do we land on a reflection?
Did we? Did we?
Yes, we
And by the
did.
way, yes, we did, because I've actually held a piece of this reflection in my hand.
What?
Yes.
You right? So you right? So someone has told you that this is moon rock, and they've given it to you and said, "Paul, this is moon rock." It doesn't mean to say that it came from the moon, Paul. It really doesn't.
See,
Should we look at some photos?
yeah.
Yeah.
Gone. Gone. We haven't got long.
I've been high enough in an airplane, that I've seen the curvature of the Earth.
Okay.
So the water in it
One of
is
those things
flat.
that we're gonna
And
agree
then
on.
when you ask a ship's captain, is the Earth curved? He doesn't give a shit. He follows tide, and he follows current and wind. That makes a difference to him.
He follows the stars. They don't move either.
Actually, space they have found now
They do.
does move. Space actually does move. Otherwise, you wouldn't have meteors.
This is one of the we live in a closed circuit, so no, we don't have meteors.
And now you know what I got to put up. Hey, Baz, welcome to the team. You know why I'm bringing you in? So I can go off and keep my head clear. So
It's really difficult for me to explain it because everyone just looks at you like you're an absolute stupid idiot for questioning something.
no, you're
that
never a
you
stupid
got
idiot.
all-
No. The way
Yeah, but
to
you
knowledge.
just called me an idiot for
way
believing
to-
something because
I
you don't
I
have
would
the
never
knowledge.
call you an idiot. Not a chance. I like my life. Shad, come here and say hi to everybody.
You only know what you know until you know something different. And if you
Shadow.
don't take information in, then you can't know anything different.
No. The way to knowledge is through questioning. But I would never call you an idiot. I would call you misguided, possibly. But I will always listen to your argument. Have I ever
You-
turned your argument down?
Whatever they like, because at the end of the day, none of us know. None of us have been up to the moon and looked down on Earth and actually gone, oh yeah, it is round. Oh,
Okay,
look.
all right. So you're one of these theorists that say that we didn't go to the moon.
What?
You're one of the theorists that say
Yeah.
that we didn't
No,
go to the moon.
I don't believe we went to the moon.
Ever.
No.
Ever.
No.
Okay.
Have you ever seen
No.
Go to the moon.
Let me
no.
finish. Have you ever
No.
seen any of the evidence that goes along with what I'm saying?
I've seen no evidence to say we didn't go to the moon. No.
So you haven't seen any of the staged events, any of the reflections in
I've
there?
seen staged events. but
Oh.
but
You know, the little guy, the poor little guy that they left behind that took the picture of them leaving?
it's called robotics.
What, back in 1969?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, this whole show has just been you two arguing.
Yes.
I know.
See,
Right.
Julie's asking, "Why are you okay?"
Put some ghost
Right. So as we go into this, boom, y'all shoot to one side. Y'all shoot to one side. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the Q&A. So Barry, you're part of the team now, so you have to equally throw your, instead of doing your I think that's crap or I think that's real, you have to verbalize it this time. Oh, by the way, Barry, do you think we've been to the moon?
I do.
Thank you very much.
And I do think the Earth is round. It's gravity
I
that
think
holds
it's
the
round
water
but
in.
bigger.
You just said you thought it was flat.
No, I never said I think the world is flat. I said that on this, where we are, we look at sea levels and stuff like that. I've never said that I believe in flat Earth because it's not.
Okay.
We live in like a.
And what was your theories on meteors again?
What? We don't have them.
We don't get meteors.
No.
Meteors do not hit this Earth.
Well, we get things falling down from the firmament and stuff like that, but no, I don't believe it.
We
There's
When
get-
dinosaurs die.
Pardon?
Why did the dinosaurs die?
Don't even get me started on the dinosaurs. 'Cause I don't.
Let's play these clips, Paul,
No.
please.
Oh, I want to go to bed. Come on.
I love her. I love her to bits. I love her to
We
bits.
love Dawn.
But I can see, I'm you know, when I go for a cup of coffee for her, I make sure it's no more than one level up because I can jump through the window and probably survive. If it was like 15 levels up, I'll still jump through the window. But anyway, so ladies and gentlemen of the world, I do hope you're enjoying the show. Very first show that we brought Barry on is because Barry's one of the team members. He hasn't said more than 8 words. So so we're going to get you involved here. So the very first, this is where I play you, I show you pictures and you tell me whether you think they're real or whether you think they're not real. So everybody who's in the chat room, great to see you all. Please have fun with this. This is supposed to be a fun show. We're supposed to be laughing and giggling,
anyway.
and we're supposed to have, we can't all have the same understanding. Otherwise, you know, you don't have
Life would be
questions.
boring.
So, the only thing that I can say is I'm right and Dawn's wrong. So let's move on to the show.
Paul, you want to read the chat? You want to read the chat?
Yeah, everybody said
Not
Paul's
just me.
correct. The
Is
sun
it
and the moon are
not?
simulations, according to Rob G. Look, Julie Sharp's loving the debate. Everybody else, Julia Evans is going, help me. And Julie Sharp said, I've nearly wet myself laughing. I love that also. Right, anyway, so pay attention, ladies and germs of the world, and let us know what you think. If you think the pictures that I'm going to show you are real, say yes, they're real, but don't just go, yeah, real. Say why you think it's real. So the good thing about Barry is tonight he's going to go, well, I think that's real because of X, Y, and Z, or I think it's not real because of X, Y, and Z, as Dawn will, as Maya will as well. But the rest of y'all, don't just go, yeah, real. Say yes, real, because. So slide number 1 tonight is called The Bridge Ghost. What is your thoughts on Maya? I think it's one of those people from the flat Earth.
I personally think that would be fake because it's too bright. The ghost image is too bright for where he is or she.
It's on a battlement on a bridge. It's going into
I've seen that.
Where he is, the rest of the walls and all are very dark. But where that ghost is, it seems to be very far, really light where that ghost is.
Also, if you look
So I think that image was placed in.
Well, if you look to its perspective, our perspective is left, but its perspective is right. There's another orb just to the right of it. Our perspective left of it. So, what are your thoughts on that?
Is that an orb or is that a projector?
Yeah, see, that could be a lens flare, couldn't it? Or somebody up there with a lens that is flashed against. To me, that looks out of proportion. With the height of the wall and the ghost, I think it looks out of proportion. He looks too big for that where he's walking.
What's everyone else think?
She speaks.
Hmm.
So what
What do you think, Maya?
I think it looks quite real.
Take your hand away from your chin.
It looks like halfway, so it's like a half and half. So it looks slightly darker at the top than it does at the bottom.
So we've got these lovely people so stuck up on moons and suns, and everybody's talking about the moon still. So Elizabeth R says, I think it could be real. But Barry says he don't think it's real because it looks too well captured. And is the light on the left the source of a projection, possibly?
The thing is, we've caught things like that before.
So that's the point. You know, that's the whole point. So Dawn's kind of in the middle. She's not giving me a definitive one way or the other just yet. Barry's kind of like,
oh, doesn't it? With those sort of robes. It looks like a bishop or something with those sort of robes on.
Well, if you think about what the sort of the attire would be for people who lived back in the days of when the castles were, you know, places of life. What the attire wouldn't have been, you know, a t-shirt, and a pair of jeans, and Reeboks. No, it would have been long cloaks, and people, weirdly enough, are quite tall. Knights were all fairly tall people, oddly enough. Because if you go to sort of up towards the center of the UK, sort of if you use Birmingham as a hub and go out 25, 30 miles, all the houses were really short. You had to duck down to get into them. Even me. I've got a picture of me standing at the front door of somebody's house, front door of the house, and the top of the door is at my nose.
So you get little houses like that have the little tiny doors, which I think are really cute. But then you get the big, like castles and palaces and stuff that have like 25-foot doorways. It's like, who was they expecting to visit with a 25-foot doorway?
Well, look at cathedrals.
I know. We've got like little. You've got the massive cathedral doors, and then you've got the little.
I look at Barton's face now. He's like starting to go. What is that? Where are you on that one, Dawn? Maya's staying with me, although she's trying to get it out of me if it's real or not. She's trying to go.
I'm going to say that one is real.
Jackie Marsh says it's fake. The walls go out of focus at the same point. That's photography, though, Jackie. That's photography.
No, and an energy can do that. It can make everything behind it look a little bit out of focus.
Out of focus because the camera focuses on the focal point. You actually tell the camera where you want it to focus. So if you focus everything at the back point, the bits at the front look out of focus. So it's the camera angle on the type of
I want to know a story about. I mean, were they on a ghost hunt when this picture was taken? Was it just a random person on the top of a castle wall? Because it's a very centrally taken photo, isn't it? So were they actually lying?
I will. No, if I tell you, then that'll pull it one way or the other. So I don't want to do that. I'll tell you at the second run through, as I always do. I want you to tell me what you think. Now, the reason why we have this game is not just for me to fill up space on the show, it's to teach as well. So the idea is when you start going out on the investigations, you're knowing what to look for and what not to look for and what might be and what won't be. Like, for example, that lady that I got sitting on that on the edge of that grave, nobody's seen it in the picture until I highlighted it and went, look. Oh my God, yeah. So after you've been doing it for quite a while, you start to be able to look for little anomalies that shouldn't be there.
Anomalies.
Do you like that? That's a big word, isn't it? Anomaly.
There's a horror game.
Anomaly. Ready for number 2. That's the one. Sorry, Don.
Rob thinks it's a double exposure. It could be, isn't it? An overlay.
That's I'll tell you why, Rob. I will give you this, Rob. It can't be a double exposure. I'll just give you that. Because
Is it a
everything
Polaroid?
you can't have double exposure digital photography. So there we go. And all of the pictures given to you tonight are digital photography. Digital, yes. Digital. So that's number one. Number two, are y'all ready? Here we go. Boom. And this was taken by a security camera inside a store. And this store, as you can tell, is that this store actually appeared in one of the hauntings series.
You can see the clothes it's wearing.
Is that real, or is that superimposed, or is that a reflection maybe, or what?
But you can't see through it really even.
No, it looks like. Is that a door there? Is that a doorway that they're standing in?
No, it's a corner. It's a shelving behind her. That's it, right? See what I used her.
It could be like if that's wood behind them.
I'm staring at where the head would be, and I can actually see a face.
Mm.
Yeah.
Stare where the head is.
But is it looking?
If you're watching it on a
camera.
If you're watching on a mobile phone, or you watch it on a tablet, zoom in.
Yeah, I zoomed in. The face is looking straight at you, but it also looks like they've got a mining hat on. Can you see?
I think it looks very feminine myself. The shape of it looks feminine to me.
Like long hair.
Very slender.
It's got like long dark hair.
To me, it looks like a girl.
Yeah.
13-ish. To me, she looks like she's looking straight at the camera with a hard hat on.
Well, let me give you an idea. The shop that it's in is an antique store.
So the spirit could be attached to an antique.
Correct. That's been found on many occasions. I've done 2 paranormal investigations in 2 stores that had antiques, and on both occasions I was able to capture quite a lot of stuff. So that's what initially I didn't believe that there was attachments. I was like, yeah, whatever, you know. But after doing it in investigations, they were just there. In fact, Johanna was with me on one occasion, and a picture that we were talking about flew off the wall.
I believe this one far more than the last one, so I would say this one's real.
Right. So, are you? Which way are you going to go in the first one?
Fake for the first one, real for this one.
Fake and real. Okay.
And you're laughing.
Elizabeth is saying that she can see nasty eyes above the picture, and I can see them now as well. Can you see the 2 little light dots above the girl's head?
Oh yeah. I think that's just something in the thing behind her.
It's the hound of hell chasing her.
I mean, this is let's go. I mean, this is what Matrix thing's about. If you look at the red arrow, right, and you follow the red arrow along the shaft to the beginning and look down, you could see a pair of eyes there too, if you wanted.
Yeah.
Mm. And if you look at the thing that's on the plinth in the middle, which is clearly a cake stand, the light is shining off every one of the plates. So is that eyes, or is it just light shining off the plates?
No, I thought that was a chocolate fountain to start off with.
Or are you wishing
an antique shop?
Oh, chocolate fountain.
Chocolate. I was at a wedding quite recently, and there was a chocolate fountain on it. So
thank you, Valerie.
Valerie's with you now. Valerie's got a y'all. Hey y'all.
I'm gonna say this is
Southern.
fake.
What do you think that's fake?
Yeah.
Oh, the humor.
I think that one's real.
Looks like a girl to me, says Elizabeth.
It looks like a girl, but you can barely see through it.
At this point of the show, ladies and gentlemen of the world, please make sure you've hit that like button, like the show. It's really important, and share the show. Vital to the show, because we want to stay on YouTube. We're enjoying it. Or about on Facebook. Final one of this evening. Ba-boom. This is called Girl of the Fire.
Oh, I see.
Oh, she's creepy.
Harry.
Ew.
There's
So
lots of
how
Valerie
does that-
said there's lots of orbs. Lots of orbs, but some of them were orbs, yes, Valerie, but I think quite a few of them were light refracting. Because what
You're
happens
saying little
with
girls,
IFR, the infrared,
what's,
it looks for every possible element of light in the room.
what's the
Sorry?
silhouette on the balcony then?
That's the Girl of the Fire, it's called.
Okay. Because there's like a silhouette on the balcony and then there's a little girl in the stairs or in the doorway. You
Well,
see the-
actually, no. It's the balcony is the one. That's where this is where the sort of the railings go along, and it looks like a young girl standing there.
yeah, I can see the little girl. She's in the doorway with the railings in front of her.
That's
But
it.
then
That's called the Girl of the Fire.
yeah.
He's also looking at that one.
Well, I think that's just a shadow or a shape. But the actual I'm not going to say anything because it will pull your minds one way or the other. And so I will give you the story behind them second time round.
I don't think that's a ghost. I think that's a real human with a fire in the background, maybe, which is causing the bright light. I think that person is still alive.
Right?
I don't know, the clothing, well, it depends on where the picture was taken, when the picture was taken, but the clothing looks a little bit 1950s, maybe 1920s-ish with the low belt on the...
It looks quite real.
I don't know. The only thing that would make me say it's not real is the timing of what she's wearing. The clothes look out of
It's like
time.
a white dress.
Yeah, it looks like a white dress, one of those low sashes.
With like a belt.
You know, like what they used to wear to school in the Waltons.
I don't know what you're on about.
She wouldn't know what the Waltons is. Little House on the Prairie.
No.
Little House on the Prairie.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sort of
12,
costume.
around 1400s. Around that. It's actually
Okay.
this one here. This one here is actually later than that. I will tell you that.
I think Little House on the Prairie is something like 17th, 18th century.
No, 19th century.
Very, very early. Have you ever seen Yellowstone 1883, where they were taking the original settlers, well, the settlers in America, down through down through the Wild West and to the settlements down in the South. So it's like there was 1883 and 1923, and it's kind of, they were using the wagons, and the Indians were attacking in like 1883.
Yeah. 1800s. Yeah.
Yeah. I think,
So, right, let me flip it back to the very first one tonight. So that's the first one. I'm going to go through them all one more time to give you a chance to get a second go at it. That was photograph number one, which was taken on the battlements leading into a huge castle. And I'm saying no more. Do you think that's a real, or do you think that's a faked photograph?
I think real.
Yeah.
My God, chat's gone.
So here we go. And number two, taken inside the security system in a store for antiques, an antique store. Do you think that is real, or do you think that was superimposed in, or is it just an light anomaly? What's your thoughts?
Right.
You think that was fake? I did get a chance to do one video tonight, so we do have one video, and this is a video I haven't even seen myself. I just got it lined up in time for tonight's show. I was kind of hoping to get Paul on tonight because I'd love to have got Paul involved with the telekinesis thing.
I did send him a link, but I don't know if it would have worked. You know, if my phone is playing up and not sending the links.
Well, I was having trouble getting on to StreamYard tonight at the beginning of the show. I couldn't get. I had to switch the computer off twice and come back on again. Barry's going one fake, two. You don't have to put it up there. Just tell us.
I did.
I think it'll work anyways.
I think it's a latent image at the refresh state of the security cam. That's very technical, Rob. That's very technical. And
Well,
finally, the girl of the fire. Do you think that's just
I do think that's fake.
I think that's superimposed in there.
You think it's superimposed? Barry
Yeah.
thinks it's faked. What's the final? Barry's going 1 fake, 2 real, 3 fake. 1 real, 2 real, 3 a trick like. I think she means light and fake. Can't make up my mind.
Okay.
Leading 4 on the fake side because of the clothes, says Valerie. Are you Dawn? Says Julie Sharp. Are you Dawn? Aye, are you Dawn?
I think
Or
real,
she's going all Scottish. Aye, you Dawn.
that the last one there,
Yeah.
the clothing would make me believe that it was, but her head is too solid. Don't you think her head is just a too solid image to be a ghost?
I'm not sure.
That's why I'm putting it to you, so you can tell me. I know
Yeah,
the
I
answer.
think real fake.
You're gonna go fake, right?
Real fake.
Right, ladies and gentlemen of the world, before we actually come to the complete answers of said show for this evening, I will be putting on the video. I'm going to be presenting a video, and then we're going to watch the video, and then I'm going to come back and tell you whether you're correct or wrong. So if you're still if you haven't answered yet, you've still got loads of time to answer. 1 real, 2 real, 3 real, 1 fake, 2 fake, 3 fake. You tell me. You tell me what. But don't just write down fake, real, fake. Why do you think it's fake? I think it's real. So I'm going to bring this one in. We're going to have a quick peek at this one here, ladies and gentlemen. Join me as we look at one of the most scariest videos on TV.
It's not one of those ones with the flipping girl that comes flying up to the screen, is it?
No, this is actually a paranormal investigations team in a shop in, I think it's Yorkshire area, somewhere like that.
Make that bang again. So, please stop. Please stop. Why do you want us to stop?
Emma and her group are shocked to see what looks like a figure moving through a lens flare caught on their phone. The investigators try to recreate and even debunk what they captured, but they just can't reproduce this strange silhouette of a person moving. So just what is this? I leave it up to you to decide.
You're not a
What's your thoughts?
You can kind of see a reflection of a door. I don't know if you can see it or not. But when it walks, you kind of see like a door.
The thing that got me was, you see, because that's the first time I've seen this, by the way, so I'm giving my real-time thoughts on this, was number 1, it looked a wee bit too thin for me. Number 2, but then again, the light is coming through a mobile phone, but according to the persons involved, unfortunately, I'm going to do that and play this bloody stupid advert all the way. But my thoughts are, let's go back to the beginning of that one, okay? So,
Hello.
oh gosh, have I lost it?
Oh, look.
Oh, I even lost it.
You say hi there.
Who
I
said?
see you waving. You have to put your hand up.
Hi.
Hi.
Oh, hello! I'm on a different screen.
See you waving.
Hello!
Okay, people around the world can see you now, so
Everybody,
Right,
can
you've
see you,
got a
and
good
you're
one, right?
very welcome.
You've got to be good because Sandra will be watching.
Oh,
yes, Sandra's watching.
Oh no.
right, so just put this back on again so we can.
You need to unmute it.
I need to unmute it. Okay, sorry.
She and her group were doing a spirit box session in what was once the shop of a horse saddler. In this area, the spirit of a grumpy old man named Billy is said to wander around. What happens next is truly creepy.
Make that bang again. So, please stop. Please stop. Why do you want us to stop?
Emma and her group are shocked to see what looks like a figure moving through a lens flare caught on their phone. The investigators try to recreate and even debunk what they captured, but they just can't reproduce this strange silhouette of a person moving. So just what is this? I leave it up to you to decide.
No, that's the light in the lens flare. Right. Come on, y'all. Tell me what your thoughts are on that one particular one. I'm actually buying that. The more I've looked at it, the more it wasn't a stain. It was just the way I was catching it. That is actually a really good capture. My thoughts.
When the guy turned his head was exactly the same time as this image went through. And the head of the image was miles smaller than this gentleman's head that turned. So to me, I just
got
think
it. So it not only walked past it, but it was walking at a sort of a way like that, because you then got to see its shoulders as it moved away. I'm buying
is
that
it
one.
hit the light plane as he turned, his shoulders and his body turned, and then it seemed to go away from him. Was it the light image of his shadow disappearing? Do you get what I mean?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Yeah. Much smaller, I think, because the head of the image was so much smaller than the guy that turned.
It's like a shadow on the wall is much smaller than your actual shadow.
Right. Well,
so what I'm saying is, I think it's a shadow in the lights. His shadow, as he was turning and the lights were moving, it looked like something going past. It was actually his shadow.
Right.
So I think that's fake again.
You think that one's fake again? I pressed the wrong button there. You think that one's faked? Okay. Well, let me just bring it up and we'll watch it one more time, and I'll try and stop it.
Hundreds.
On the
Emma says that she and her group were doing a spirit box session in what was once the shop of a horse saddler. In this area, the spirit of a grumpy old man named Billy is said to wander around. What happens next is truly creepy.
Make that bang again. So, please stop. Please stop. Why do you want us to stop?
So his head's turned first, and then it's actually.
As his head turns is when the thing appears identical time.
It is truly creepy.
Sorry, guys.
Make that bang again. So.
No, and that's watch.
Why do you want us to stop?
They're moving at different speeds.
I don't believe the voiceover. I don't believe the voice they're getting.
No, I'm going to buy that as a real one, because his head was moving at a different speed as the thing was moving away from him.
Yeah, it looked like the image was walking away as he was turning the other way. The image was going that way.
It had movement, like walk movement. It didn't go. Weirdly enough, I'd have thought a ghost would have just went. But it
tried rewinding it.
I believe the image, but I don't believe the voice.
You don't believe they used the spirit box?
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Okay, well, the only way that you'll ever believe that is when we use them ourselves.
Yeah.
It was kind of like very intense, but I think personally, as in going through, I can't think. I don't want to even count how many ghost hunts I've done. I would buy that one. That was a really good capture, and it was captured by accident, not a capture by purpose, and they're the best.
Yeah, I tend to believe that one. I think.
I mean, look at Madam here. Wasn't aware she'd even captured that huge blue orb.
They're the best
Even
ones.
more- Oh, I'll just have a look at that. I don't think I've got anything really. An orb the size of my fist. Huge.
Elizabeth, same as me, she doesn't buy the voice bit at the start.
Okay.
One safe. What's it? It said, please stop. Well, if he's supposed to be a grumpy old blacksmith, he's not going to say please, is he? My dad's grumpy, and he's never said please in his life.
Just because your dad never said please life, that means the ghost's not going to say it.
Oh,
Well,
he's a grumpy old
spirit, not
blacksmith.
ghost, not spirit, not ghost. But that's the kind of place that you would catch energies of that nature, because energies of people who were blacksmiths probably weren't the most pleasant of people to be around.
Well, hot and sweaty all day, banging around. They're going to have a headache all day. They're going to be hot and sweaty all day. They've been stinking of horse crap or donkey crap. No, they're not going to be happy souls, are they?
They had a tough. We think we have a tough life. Right. Finally, the pictures.
I've just had a bottle of sweets fall over behind me.
I just saw that. Yeah, I saw that move behind you. Just as you were taking the Mickey out of the spirit, I might add.
But it's a bottle. It's a full bottle. Look, Christmas presents. But it's a full bottle like that. Just fell over.
Yeah.
How would that happen?
Because you're taking the Mickey out of the spirits.
I ain't taking a Mickey out of the spirits. I'm
Right,
not
tell
that
them
stupid.
that. I've got to go.
Dummies as well.
I've got to go to bed with a real horrible gift in this
What?
house.
Don't speak about Johanna like that. I'm doing tell her for
I
you.
knew you were going to say that. I knew it.
I'm telling her on you.
Right, ladies and gentlemen, off the planet, what your thoughts? A lot of you were saying that picture number 1 was actually fake. Some of you said real. What was it? Do you think it was fake or real? I'll give you one last opportunity. What's your thoughts? Barry?
I think that's fake.
Right? Dawn?
Real.
What do you think?
Maya?
Yeah.
So it's 2 reals and 1 fake. And the answer is...
Real.
What's
Real.
your little one called?
The bridge
Olivia.
Olivia. Hi. What do you think? Real or fake? Is that a real ghosty or no?
Olivia? Hiya. Do you think that's real?
You think real?
Do you think that's real?
Is that a real ghosty?
Yeah.
Let's find out, Paul.
You do? Well, it was taken by a paranormal investigations team that were researching a big castle in Wales.
I recognise it.
And the answer is, I'm afraid, real.
Knew it.
Well done, Olivia. You're
It's
natural.
a real spirit. They captured what they are believing to be a knight of the realm of the time. Now, I don't think in the background information, there's no mention about the orb to the side of it. I just noticed that when we were looking at it after I put it up on the show tonight. But that is actually a real capture that wasn't there while they were just taking the pictures and just going, and it showed up after the pictures had been taken. So capture number 1 is real. I gotta make something like that. Or number 2.
Does he?
Is it a trick of the light?
Okay.
Well, I think that one's real.
I think that one's real.
In his deepest Cornish accent.
I think that's real.
Right on, my bird.
Olivia, what do you
That's
think?
real too.
Real.
You
Say
real?
it
Real.
Maya?
Fake.
Maya said fake. Dawn says real. The rest of the planet all goes. Where do I go, Olivia? Do I go down or up?
Up.
Ding!
Ding, ding, ding.
It's a real capture. The camera in the shop, which is in Yorkshire, was moving and picks up on movement, and like the ones in our studio.
Yeah.
And it went and it just snapped it, and literally just, and the movement was just in the corner like that. It didn't walk. It didn't climb up and down. But in that particular shop, there's been multiple. In fact, one of the there was a big row of like these beautiful big glass French things, cabinet things, and one of the sets of doors just went. I got nothing near it. Both doors just exploded, glass everywhere. There's multiples of captures of items flying off walls, rolling across the floor when they've got no possible way that they could roll. And this is they've caught this particular. What I said female. They don't say female. They just say energy or ghost, camera ghost. They call. I personally feel it's female. I personally feel it's female. And I'm not getting anything from this side going, no, it's a bloke. So I'm going to stick with that.
What about the next one?
Oh my God, she is your double. Oh my God. That poor child. So, now you do realize we're going to have to get Olivia a Ghost 22 t-shirt as well now, so it's important.
Do you want?
And finally, the very last one of the day. So that's two for real. Finally, the last one of the day.
Fake.
Do you think that's a real ghost or a fake
I'm
ghost?
not sure on this one. I'm honestly not.
So
Yeah.
our beautiful
You think it's
daughter's
real?
going,
I think it's fake.
oh, right. Olivia says real, and Daddy says fake. Dawn says
Fake.
Maya's in the middle. What do you think about this final picture? I gave it away, really. I shouldn't have written Girl of the Fire. There's a clue for you, by the way.
Girl off the fire. Fake.
Boom.
Me. It's a real one.
Real. This
You
picture
were
was
right again.
This picture was actually captured by a fireman at the scene. It was the following day. There was a massive fire in a building, but it had been the second fire. The first fire, it was all burnt down. It was rebuilt, and then some like 50, 60, 70 years later, something like that, another fire. So they sat around the team to go and find out the cause. So we're taking pictures, and the girl appeared in the picture. But when they sent in a team to try and rescue her, there was nobody there. There was not only nobody there, there was no floor. So that is an actual real ghost. There was apparently 5 people died in the original fire, and one of them was a young girl. And they say that she was the cause of the fire. Hence the reason why she sticks around.
She done it.
So you can actually go onto Google and type it, the ghost of the girl in the fire, and it'll come up with photographs, and it'll come up and tell you the guy who actually took the picture. All of it's real.
I'm gonna have a look into that.
Yeah. All of that is absolutely 100% real.
Just because it looks like an old photo that's been put into a more modern day
Well,
photo.
you weren't too far away in your estimations of dates. It was around the 1930s, around that time. And she probably would have been in bed, but she's the instigator of the fire, they say, and she has appeared. But more importantly, the way I look at it is she isn't disfigured. So she's in completion, but she turns up in that property on a regular basis.
I think if I was burnt in there and I came back as a ghost, I wouldn't want to look all burnt up. I'd come back looking my best. Wouldn't you?
The way to go.
Oh, please, Dawn, you're handing that to me on its plate. I'm not biting. I am not biting. No, I'm not biting. It's too close to Christmas.
When people expect to see somebody, it's like when someone's had a car accident, you expect them to, like, their ghost isn't going to be dragging one leg behind the other, is it? They're going to be like.
I don't know. You watched A Christmas Carol, He's humping around all them chains.
Well, yeah.
Olivia, what's Santa Claus bringing you?
Something bringing you.
A 3D printer.
Oh,
3D printer.
that's very technical. A 3D printer. Wow.
What are you going to print on it?
Well, something 3D, obviously.
Oh, yeah, but
A tractor.
A
oh,
tractor.
my favourite is the tractor. My husband likes John Deere tractor. It's his
I learned to
favourite.
drive on a tractor, a Massey Ferguson, a little Massey. I learned to drive on the farm.
That's what you were on the other week. Remember? I got the picture of you on the tractor.
Little Massey.
Harold's tractor.
And I used to drive.
That is where we normally park when
Yeah.
Olympics.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
There you go, John Deere.
Oh.
And I used to drive big tractors up on the clay pits many years ago.
On my shelf up here,
In Sinostal.
Yeah.
all Jason's diggers, and they're all like cast iron diggers and dump trucks and tractors and everything that he's collected over the years. It looks like a little 5-year-old boy's toy shop up there.
Nothing wrong with that at all. And in fact, at this moment in time, I'm trying to collect the originals for. Do you remember the series UFO back in the 70s? There was a series called UFO, and I'm also trying to collect the originals of Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds, what Sky was it? Parker and
Yeah, and you would not believe how expensive those items are.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thunderbirds are go!
Oh, here we go. Trying to find an original Dinky Toy Thunderbirds is hen's teeth. It really is. There's been stuff released since. It's not the same. But I used to have a Thunderbird 2 where the barrel came down in the middle and Thunderbird 4 came out of it. And if I had kept it in it, it would be worth multiples of thousands of pounds now. But I'm an idiot. So
you don't think about that when you're a kid and you're playing with
no,
it.
you don't. And I had the original. There's a TV series in the 70s called UFO, and they had these. I think they were called Falcons. They had these little spaceships that had a big sort of missile at the front, and they were green. And as you flew it, you pressed a little bit on the side, and it shot the missile out. My mom bought me one of those for Christmas. Today, thousands. Can I
There was
find one?
Thunderbirds and another one, wasn't there? What was the other one?
Stingray.
That's the
Oh,
one.
there was multiples. You had Stingray, you had Thunderbirds, you had Joe 90. Remember Joe 90?
Yeah.
Oh God, you could keep going. You had UFO, you had Space 1999.
I remember Buck Rogers with Twiggy.
Buck Rogers, yeah.
I was born in 1974, so I can't really remember the 70s very well, but I can remember like Buck Rogers, Blake Seven.
Blake Seven.
My favourite was Mork and Mindy. I love a bit Mork and Mindy. It's my favourite.
Nanu, first but
Nanu.
I can't remember the name of. There was one that had a robot in, and the robot went beep 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 beep.
That's Twiggy from Buck Rogers.
There you go, beep 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 beep.
Beady beady beady.
There you go. Paul Rowland knows what I'm talking about. The interceptors and UFO. See, Paul is watching, and I had one of those, and they were made by Dinky Toys, and of course, I didn't keep it either. I'm an idiot, but that's what you do when you're young. Well, ladies and gentlemen, off the planet, we will be back Thursday night, and the following Monday will be the final Ghost 22 before we have some time off for Christmas. So make sure
Who
you
needs
do
time
not miss.
off?
I don't.
We
Well,
don't
I
need
do because I'm moving out, so I need time off.
Just keep land you in another, and then we'll be back on. It'll be fine.
And the thing about it is, as well, that we'll be doing some of the shows from our studio in Truro. So, Baz and Olivia, you will be absolutely welcome to come and sit in. In fact, Olivia, if you come up here and we show you some of our, do you want to see our bear? We've got a bear here,
Yeah.
a real bear. Shut. Wait a minute. You ready to see this bear? Olivia?
Yes.
Come here.
Yes.
Come here, Mike. Shutty. Right. Look at the size of that bear.
Ah, puppy dog.
Look at that big bear. You could ride and you could actually probably walk underneath him. He's that big. This is
My
this
bear's
is
the size-
Shadow, and he's got his brother, and the Shadow, and that's Shadow, and he's got a brother called Storm, and they both of them are huge. And then we've got
My
Holly,
bear is
which is about this
la-
big.
He's grumpy.
Olivia.
His paws,
Yeah.
Olivia, are the same size as my hand.
Bruce,
That big. But he will love you. He'll
Olivia
probably
and I-
think you're an easy go.
Come
I'm only kidding. He would not let anything happen to you because he loves kids.
All they do is give you time.
He'll
Right.
just give you big hefty coat.
this is my
I
bug.
don't know, dog. Olivia and I have quite often we think my dad and mum's spirits with us, don't we?
Right?
Quite often because
Tell us,
sometimes
Olivia, what's
they
your
open the door wide
Yeah.
and they've blown out the candles on us, haven't they?
Yes.
So
what else, Olivia? Have they spoken to you?
no, my mum died in 1986, and Olivia would never ever know her, but she actually wrote my mum a card the other day,
Yeah.
didn't you?
Yeah.
So I
Okay,
was like,
Olivia,
wow.
why did you write your grandmother a card?
We were talking about dead people in our family and the loved people that are dead, and we meant to write cards for them.
Yeah.
So she wrote,
Part of our work.
"I love you" and all this lot. And she doesn't
Oh,
even
yeah,
know,
no.
but the spirits are with us all the time, aren't they? And sometimes, like, the door opens wide for no reason, and I'll say, "Dad, shut the door," and then the door will shut again, won't it?
And
So-
you're not frightened of them, Olivia?
You're with me, aren't you?
Yes.
So you're
Well, you've nothing
okay.
to be, there's actually nothing to be frightened of.
Have you ever seen the film Coco? Have you seen the film
It's
Coco?
these people that hurt you, not the dead.
Yeah, these people there. That's my grandmother told me that. My grandmother said, "It's not the dead you want to be frightened of, son. It's the living." So you can be sure, Olivia, that your grandmother knows you exactly. And in fact, as I'm going to leave you with this little ditty, there are either something that you do, or there's a way that you move, or something that reminds your dad of his mom or his grandmother. Because I'm getting parallels. Either that, Barry, or there's something about Olivia's birthday or dates that coincides with somebody in spirit.
Possibly. Don't know. March the 7th, you were born, weren't you?
Yep. March the 7th of spring.
I'm a March.
As you came on the picture, I got two lines come down. That means be parallel. When I see parallel lines, that means same as. Okay. So either you're doing something, you say something, or you're acting like somebody, or you have a date that connects with somebody in spirit. And I'm going to go with acting like, really. I think you've got the cheekiness of your grandfather.
Yeah, definitely got that.
Yes.
So, Olivia, I have no doubts that Santa is coming, and I have no doubts he's going to bring you exactly what you want, but he's going to bring you a little bit more than what you think. Because apparently you've been really good.
Have you?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is my dog. This is my little girl. This one.
I'm the youngest.
And guess what? You know
remember
what's
that little girl as a baby.
This is my little baby,
Were you?
and she's going to get.
Dad, were you a kid when you saw her as a baby?
No,
Then what were you?
I was a chef, like Paul was.
Yeah,
Ah,
Wait.
Out.
he remembers her when she was this big, and now she's that big, and that's why I've got grey hair. It's between Maya and Dawn. That's why I've got grey hair.
18 next
I'm
year.
proud of every single one of them.
He caused every single one of them. So, That being said, ladies and gentlemen of the planet, let me just take this down because otherwise we're going to be holding up the entire screen. Remove. There we go.
Righty-ho.
And we're all back on screen. And where are we time-wise? We are 1:50. Yeah, time to.
10 to 9. 10
So, unfortunately,
to 9.
Olivia, Uncle Paul has to get up at stupid o'clock in the morning and has to drive to Exeter to take Auntie Johanna to the hospital, but everything's going to be great. Maya has got to do her hair.
Do my hair. Got to go
Should I
to
do
the
mine?
Just like mine, boss. It's like, what you need.
I look like the guy on the telly when I do that, though, don't I? The one that's on the like alien channels.
Oh, the
You're
alien
gonna
channel.
get, oh my
Oh,
God.
Yeah, he's on the alien.
Yours is massive, mine's only dinky.
I'm not a wet bandit, all right? From Home Alone.
You're gonna get Dad to get you one of these, Olivia.
Okay.
And then you could be able to wear it like a.
See, look how baggy it is.
Is it? I got a bigger head than you because there's a lot more brains in it.
Oh, right, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so very much. Valerie says I just had a solid black German Shepherd. It was our favorite dog. Great show tonight, says Julie Sharp. Happy moving, lots of luck and wealth to your new home. Thank you so much. Bless you. Julie Evans says enjoy. Elizabeth, got a great time. Have a great time Thursday, folks. I won't be with you because my sister's coming to the island. Have some fun. Elizabeth, have a great time off. All of you all who have been watching, and all of you all will be watching the show later on. Thank you. Please leave your comments below and your ideas below on what you thought of the show. Don't forget to hit that like button. It's very, very important. Have you hit the like button yet, Daz? Baz? Daz.
Of course I have.
Yeah.
Good man, because I was going to get Olivia to make sure she thumbed it. So we will see you on Thursday. I will be back with Reach Across Live on Thursday. I've got a funny feeling Dawn might be coming along because she gave me such grief the other night about going, you didn't answer people's questions. And I'm going, you ever seen me juggle 26 eggs at the same time?
So I'm going to be writing down the questions from the people in the chat and then passing them over to
And
you.
I'll be just be doing. Then I can focus on just doing the reads.
We're not going to argue on Thursday, are we?
Yes.
No more debate.
No, we're not.
So while we got Barry on, while we got him on, let's get him down to a date so we can have a brew and chat and sort out what we're going to
Whereabouts are
do.
you, Barry?
Houston.
Yeah, see, I'm in Truro.
Well, I'll be in Truro
I'll
too.
be halfway.
Well,
Still up Kenwyn, are you?
No, I'm in Shortlands End. My mum and dad are in
Oh,
Kenwyn.
right.
So Kenwyn have got, it's like a new estate there now with like American style prefab homes, aren't they? Yeah, not the old caravans.
Oh, that's why she's American style, is it, Paul?
I was actually,
we went to Johanna and I went to look at this. We were in the process of buying a house, and just before we signed on the dotted line, estate agents had sent us a couple more houses, and one came through, and I looked at it and I went, "Ooh, I want that!" And it had a lovely big indoor swimming pool and beautiful grounds. It had a studio built. It had offices and everything, a little courtyard, the whole 9 hours, all that. I'm at some of that. And it was roughly the same price as the house that we've just bought. And I said to Johanna, we've got to see this. It's in Kenwyn. So it's just down the road. She went, Kenwyn, is that near the church? I said, yeah, it's apparently not very far from the church. I don't know where it is exactly because I haven't been there yet. We went. And it's right, let's put it this way. I didn't say anything, and I went, oh, right, okay. So you have that entire graveyard, a pathway, and the house there. So I said nothing. And we were being shown around the house, and we went up to this, like what looked like a big flat above the pool. And I said to John, I said, look, we could turn this into like a wing. So we could actually turn the bedroom part into your walk-in wardrobe, the living room part of this little flatlet into our bedroom, which would make it huge. And it's got its own little sort of kitchen-y bit where we can, I don't have to walk all the way back to the kitchen to make a brew. She goes, oh, that's a good idea. And I looked out the window and I went, oh, God. And I looked back at her and she went, what? And I thought to myself, do I tell her? I thought, I have to tell her because she's going to find out. There's no way I can hide this.
Better.
And I went, come here. And she walked over to me and she went, what? I went, look. She turned around and went, ah! Literally looking at the graves. They were literally there. I could reach out and touch the gravestones. She went, that's enough of that. Thanks very much. We're off. She said, no. Literally touching in fact, the Kenman grave site went right around the house, literally along the side of it and down the bottom of it. And whose family is at the bottom of the house? Hers.
Woman's.
Her family. We were walking along and she said to me, oh, this is my family. And I went, you're having a laugh. She said, no, honestly, that's my family. And I went, see that house there? And she goes, yeah. I said, that's the one we were going to buy.
Are you originally from Truro, Barry?
Originally, I came from Falmouth, but I moved to Truro when I was 13. And
Okay.
then I've been around all over the place. Now I'm down in Houston. So
See, I haven't moved anywhere.
Where are you working now, boss?
in St Ives.
What, chefing?
Working
No, I'm now a grounds person. I drive diggers and dumpers.
Love it.
and work.
See, my husband, have you heard of Active Groundworks?
Heard of what?
Have you heard of
Underground work.
Active Groundworks?
Active? I
Yeah.
don't know. Probably.
Yeah, no, that's my husband's business. So he's ground worker with all his diggers and dump trucks, demolition.
Oh,
and
no.
you're all a bit wrong, and all of you.
It's a
ground
small
workers.
world, isn't it? Because both Paul and I used to be chefs.
We
Yeah.
did. We used to be
Now
chefs.
you're a mum.
I showed a picture of myself as a chef to these guys recently, and I look at it, I feel sad. I was like that.
You should have kept that to Throwback Thursday.
That's when you can meet.
Oh.
You know, you put yourself. I was just saying,
I had
Olivia's
the
doing
whole the big
another bunny
full hat
hairdresser.
on and the neckerchief tucked in, and because that's classically trained. And my chef who taught me, who was chef of the year, he said to me, if you dress properly, you work properly. So I never dressed down, I always dressed properly. Right, on that note, I'm going to say good night to everybody. Thank you so very, very much for being here. Baz, please be a member of the team every single week. We love to have you on. You're a lot of laughs. And Olivia, you're going to bring up the G22 juniors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on a ghost search with us.
Well, Maya's going to be coming, and Dawn's daughters are going to be coming. So we want as many younger people involved. It's a great thing to do. It's great camaraderie. It's a lot of fun.
They look after you.
Well, especially when we use daytime ghost hunting, then definitely. And if Dad feels Olivia's coming on the evenings, no problem at all.
One of her favourite things to do is play hide and seek in the graveyard at night.
Good
I'm not
girl.
doing that anymore.
I don't like doing that anymore. You fibber.
No, that's a good thing to do, Olivia.
Yeah.
Sorry?
That's a good thing to do.
She loves walking through there, though, don't you, at night?
But when I play hide and seek now, I got horrified.
Oh, did you? When did
Horrified.
What scared you?
Or Dad?
What scared you?
That's where I got the photograph that I sent you, Paul, of that grave. That was
Yeah.
one night when she was playing hide and seek.
Oh my gosh.
Till night.
It was. But that's a good photo.
Right, listen, we're about to go off. So, Olivia, brilliant seeing you. Please come back and make sure your dad comes back as often as possible. Everybody else around the planet, good night, God bless. Big round of applause, everybody, tonight. And we're going to say good night, and I will see you Thursday night, 8 p.m. for Reach Cross Live. Good night.
Hi, everyone.